Perhaps you've noticed that when certain situations arise in your life, you always react the same way. It's not something you chose to do, it simply happens. Your body freezes, your voice disappears, or you act exactly as you did last time. And even knowing it could be different, something inside you repeats the same movement, the same choice, the same reaction. This doesn't mean you're stuck or incapable of change. In fact, it could be quite the opposite. This silent pattern you repeat without thinking might be a survival skill your body developed on its own, one that no one ever taught you to see as a superpower. Throughout this video, we'll explore why you react this way, what this behavior reveals about how you perceive the world, and how it can be one of your greatest emotional strengths. If any part of this behavior seems familiar to you, share it in the comments. This is a quiet space to recognize yourself and better understand your own superpowers. Your body repeats the same micro-reaction whenever something similar happens, without you realizing it. Have you ever noticed that when you enter a room full of people, your first reaction is always the same? Maybe you look for the wall, or cross your arms, or force a smile before even looking at anyone. It's not a conscious decision, it's automatic. Your body already knows what to do before your mind processes what's happening. This happens because your emotional system stores memories of similar situations. It doesn't need to analyze everything again. It already has a protocol ready. The last time something like this happened, I did this and survived, so it repeats it. It's efficient, fast, and saves you from wasting mental energy deciding what to do every second. But here's the interesting thing. This repetition isn't a mistake, it's precision. Your body is telling you that it learned something important in the past and continues to apply that lesson, even if you don't remember when or why it started. It's trying to protect you in the way it knows how. And that means that beneath this automatic behavior, there's an emotional intelligence at work all the time. A part of you that observes, compares, decides, and acts all silently without asking permission. You have an internal defense. This isn't stubbornness. It's the way your nervous system has developed to conserve mental energy. Sometimes people say you're stubborn, that you always do things the same way, that you never change. But what they don't understand is that your body isn't being difficult, it's being intelligent. Reacting the same way in similar situations is a cost-saving strategy. Your brain doesn't need to expend energy deciding everything again. It already has a path laid out. Think about how you always drive the same route to work. It's not because you don't know other ways. It's because that route works, it's reliable, and you don't need to think about it. Your body does the same thing with emotions. It chooses the route it already knows, that it has already tested, that has already brought you here safely. And there's more. This repetition frees up mental space for you to focus on other things, while your body automatically handles the emotional aspects. Your mind can concentrate on solving problems, creating, thinking, and planning. You don't realize it, but you're delegating internal tasks all the time, and that's sophisticated. So, the next time someone says you always react the same way, you can remember that this isn't stubbornness, it's emotional efficiency. Your body is working, so you don't have to make 1,000 emotional decisions a day. It already knows what works, and that's a form of self-care. When you feel the same tightness in your chest in similar situations, it's your body's memory speaking. There are situations that leave you with that tightness in your chest even before you understand why. Someone says a certain type of phrase and you feel it. Someone looks at you in a specific way and you feel it. It doesn't come from your head. It comes from your body. and it comes quickly, as if your body has recognized something that your mind hasn't yet processed. This happens because your body stores memories differently than your mind. It doesn't need words, explanations, or logic. It senses textures, tones of voice, emotional climate, and when something similar appears again, it reacts not because you want it to, but because it remembers. It's sensory, emotional, and physical memory. And do you know what that means? It means you have a much more refined ability to read your surroundings than you imagine. You don't need to think to sense that something is wrong. Your body already warns you. It gives you signals before the situation becomes clear. That's true intuition, not magic, but emotional biology. So, when you feel that tightness again, remember it's not paranoia, it's information. Your body is telling you, I've seen this before, and here's what I learned. It's trying to prepare you, protect you, give you an advantage. And that, deep down, is a silent superpower that few people know how to use consciously. If you've noticed this way of reacting in yourself or someone close to you, right, this sounds like me. This helps this video reach more people who think and feel similarly. His face makes the same expression even before you understand what's happening. Have you ever noticed that? In certain situations, your face reacts on its own. Someone asks you a question and your expression immediately hardens. Someone calls you and you force a smile before even turning around. Your body responds before your brain processes whether it's dangerous, annoying, invasive, or neutral. It's as if there's an emotional autopilot controlling your facial expressions. This happens because your face is one of the first layers of defense you have. It communicates to the outside world how you're feeling or how you want people to think you're feeling. And when a situation similar to something from the past arises, your face already knows which mask to wear. It doesn't wait for you to decide. It acts. And here's the interesting part. This isn't deception. It's social protection. Your body has learned that, in certain contexts, showing what you really feel can expose you, hurt you, or put you at emotional risk. So it created a reflex, a quick response that keeps you safe while you assess the situation internally. People who develop this pattern often have an incredible ability to control what they show externally, even when they are falling apart inside. This can be exhausting, but it's also a form of emotional intelligence. You know how to read the environment, adjust your expression, and protect yourself all in milliseconds, without thinking. This reveals that you have an internal emotional map. Your body already knows the way. When you always react the same way in similar situations, it's not because you don't know how to do things differently. It's because your body has already mapped out that emotional territory. It already knows where the potholes are, the dangerous curves, the safe places. It has already traveled that road many times and created an internal map that guides you automatically. This map wasn't consciously drawn by you. It was built up over the course of your life, situation by situation, experience by experience. Every time something similar happened, your body noted, this hurts, this is safe, this is where I need to retreat. And now it uses these notes to guide you, even if you don't remember when you learned it. The interesting thing is that this map gives you predictability. You may not know how to explain why you feel uncomfortable in certain situations, but your body does. It has already recognized the signals. It has already identified the pattern, and it puts you in protection mode before you need to reason about what is happening. This saves time and emotional energy. And there's more. This map also reveals your paths to relief. Just as your body knows what hurts you, It also knows what calms you. It knows where to go when you need to feel safe. It has escape routes, emotional refuges, comfort zones. You have an emotional GPS working 24 hours a day, and that's much more sophisticated than it seems. People like that are able to anticipate their own discomfort before their minds even name the problem. Have you ever felt something was wrong before you could explain what it was? That strange feeling in your stomach, that weight on your chest, the urge to leave a place for no clear reason. It's not random anxiety. It's your body telling you that it has recognized a pattern and that this pattern, in the past, didn't end well. This happens because you've developed a very refined emotional sensitivity. Your body doesn't need to wait for a situation to explode before reacting. It senses the changing atmosphere, perceives subtle signals, identifies micro-expressions in the people around you, and it warns you this is going to cause trouble. You don't yet know what the trouble is, but your body is already preparing you. Many people ignore these signs because they think they need a logical explanation before trusting their feelings. But you, who always react the same way in similar situations, have learned to trust these warnings. You may not rationally understand what's wrong, but you know it is, and you act accordingly. This protects you from getting into situations that could hurt you. So, if you're the type who feels things before understanding them, know that this isn't weakness. It's heightened perception. You have an early emotional warning system, and this gives you an advantage that many people don't have. The chance to protect yourself before it's too late. Your body is protecting you. It has learned to prepare itself so it won't be caught off guard. Always reacting the same way isn't emotional rigidity. It's preparation. Your body doesn't want to be caught off guard again. It's been caught before and it's learned that it's better to be ready. So it created a safety protocol. When this happens, I do that. Simple, quick, efficient. Think about how you already know before entering a difficult meeting that you're going to stay quiet, or how you already know before going to a party that you're going to stay near the door. It's not a coincidence. It's strategy. Your body is positioning itself beforehand, creating emotional escape routes, ensuring that you have control over the situation or at least over your exit from it. And that's not cowardice, it's self-care. You're not running away from life. You're navigating it in the way your body knows works for you. You're respecting your own limits, recognizing your triggers, and acting in a way that keeps you whole. That's emotional maturity, not weakness. What happens is that many people see this behavior and think it's a lack of spontaneity, but in reality, it's the opposite. It's the body's spontaneity. It already knows what to do without needing to think. You're not being controlled. You're being cared for by your own internal protection system. This also means that you have relief patterns. Your body knows exactly what calms you down. Just as your body recognizes danger, it also recognizes safety. And when you're experiencing emotional collapse, it knows exactly where to take you. Maybe it's that specific place in the house. Maybe it's a song. Maybe it's being alone, in silence, without having to explain anything to anyone. Your body has a reset button and it activates it on its own. Have you ever noticed that when you're feeling down, you always do the same thing? You always go back to the same place, the same habit, the same self-care ritual? It's not by chance. It's because your body has tested it before and it worked. It knows that it calms you down, reorganizes you, brings you back, so it repeats it. And that's intelligent. It's not an addiction. Many people think they need variety, experimentation, and the pursuit of new things to feel better. But not you. You already know what works, and you have the courage to return to it whenever you need to, without judging yourself. That's profound self-knowledge. You're not stuck in a pattern, you're using a reliable tool. And you know what that reveals? That you have a very honest relationship with your own suffering. You don't pretend you're okay. You don't force optimism. You go to the place that welcomes you, do what calms you, and give yourself the time you need. That's self-respect. And it's a superpower that few people have the courage to practice. If this explanation has made things clearer about your personality, please comment. Now I understand better. Your participation strengthens this self-awareness community. Those who react similarly in similar scenarios have a system for quickly reading reality that functions 24/7. While most people are still trying to understand what's happening, you've already reacted. Not because you're impulsive, but because you've experienced this before or something very similar. Your body doesn't need to wait for confirmation from your mind. It has already scanned the environment, compared it to its internal database, and activated the appropriate response. All in seconds. This means you have a much faster emotional processing capacity than it seems. You read microsignals, the change in tone of voice, the silence that lasted half a second longer, the way someone looked away. Things that go unnoticed by most people are valuable information for you. Your system is always on, always alert, always analyzing. And here's the point. This can be tiring, but it's also a huge advantage. You're not easily fooled. You don't fall into obvious emotional traps. You sense when something isn't right, even if everything seems normal on the surface. This protects you from people, situations, and contexts that could hurt you, and you do it without even thinking. So, if someone has ever told you that you are suspicious or defensive, perhaps it's simply because you see what others haven't yet seen. You're not creating problems. You're reading reality more accurately, and that's not a flaw, it's a skill. It's a superpower of emotional survival that works in the background all the time. Your hidden superpower. You don't need to think twice. Your body has already decided how to protect itself. Ultimately, always reacting the same way in similar situations isn't a lack of flexibility. It's emotional expertise. Your body has become an expert at keeping you safe. It studied you, studied the world, studied what works and what doesn't, and created a personalized protection system, tailor-made for you. And it runs on its own, without you needing to control it. This gives you an advantage that many people don't have. You don't waste time trying to decide how to react. You don't get paralyzed by doubt. You don't go into an emotional tailspin trying to figure out what to do. Your body already knows, and it acts. This saves you energy, time, and suffering. You may not realize it, but it keeps you functional in situations where others would crumble. And there's more. This system can be adjusted. Over time, you can teach your body that some situations have changed, that some reactions are no longer necessary. But this is only possible because you are aware of this pattern. You know it exists, and that's already half the battle. Many people keep repeating behaviors without ever realizing it. Not you. You are seeing it. So, if you've made it this far and recognized this way of being in yourself, know that this isn't something to be corrected. It's something to be understood. Your body isn't sabotaging you. It's protecting you in the only way it's learned. And recognizing this, validating this, respecting this, that's the first step in transforming an automatic pattern into a conscious choice. And that, indeed, is emotional freedom. This type of behavior, always reacting the same way in similar situations, is not a sign that you are stuck. limited, or incapable of change. In fact, it's a sign that you've developed a very particular way of navigating the world, a silent emotional survival strategy that your body created on its own, without a manual, without instruction, and that deserves to be seen, recognized, and respected. Perhaps you've never stopped to think about it this way. Perhaps you've always thought it was a flaw, a fault, a rigidity of yours. But now, with this new perspective, you can begin to see that there is an intelligence at work behind these patterns, an intelligence that has kept you safe, that has brought you to where you are today, that has protected you in ways you haven't always realized. And most importantly, you're not alone in this. Thousands of people function exactly like this. They always react the same way because their bodies have learned that it works. And that's okay. It's not weakness. It's not stubbornness. It's a legitimate, human, and profoundly valid way of existing in the world. You just need to learn to look at it with more kindness and understand that what you call a repetitive pattern may actually be a superpower that no one taught you to see. Have you ever noticed this type of behavior in yourself or someone you care about? Share your experience in the comments. Sometimes, just reading similar stories makes us feel much less alone. If you enjoy content that reveals the hidden superpowers in your personality, subscribe to the channel. Here, we look at common daily habits with a calmer, deeper, and more human perspective.